Nothing like the wonders of a good free-for-all match. You know, where you just roll solo and you just kick as much ass as possible. You know, I'm sure the YouTube auditor knows all about going solo when he fucks himself every night. Now, but anyways, we're finally getting into something that I've been dying to do for a very long time. We're getting into all the free-for-all adventures that I got into way back months ago. I mean, we're talking, this is around Christmas time that I got to do all these videos. And you guys are going to notice right from the start, one of the things I do is I don't jump into rooms right away. I do a little bit of spectating up in this motherfucker. The main thing is I want to see exactly where some people spawn. I want to see what their loadouts are. I want to see if somebody's camping in a corner. You know, the usual shit. So you'll notice that I do not jump into rooms right away up in this motherfucker, man. Anyway, we're going to get into this shit like I mentioned. This was all done around Christmas time. And one of my faithful subscribers has been asking for a couple months, when am I going to post up these free-for-all videos? And the reason why he was so curious is because I believe he got into some rooms with me when I was actually playing this motherfucker. You know, I don't know the exact rooms or whatever, and we're gonna see if I post up the footage. But you know, randomly you're gonna get put in rooms with people that you've never seen before in your life and shit like that. So obviously he recognized my name, recognized my screen name, obviously recognized my channel, and he was all excited that he got to see me in a room and shit like that. And I believe I kicked his ass in those matches. Nah, but anyway, man, we're gonna get into this joint in a second. You know, we got a lot to talk about in this video. I mentioned earlier on the Monday's video, after the introduction of the Crossfire commentaries and shit like that, that I wanted to do a whole series on my free-for-all matches and shit. Now, right here, you see, I have Amplify, so I can hear this motherfucker. I just don't know where the hell he is, and sure enough, he was right behind my ass and shot me and shit. Eh, whatever, you could do. So anyway, like I was saying, I got a whole bunch of free-for-all matches. Now, when I wanted to do those challenges, this is back when I was actually playing this fucking game. When I did all those challenges, you had to win something like, I think it was 35 free-for-all games, right? Or you had to finish first, second, third in 35 free-for-all games. And I went through all my content, and first of all, I did that challenge at 35 first, second, or third place finishes in 35 games. I completed it without once finishing less than third place. Matter of fact, I didn't finish in lower than second place in any single video. So I finished all 35 videos. Now, I went through and I looked at all 35 videos, and of those 35, I won 29 of them. And of the 29 wins, some of them actually joined in progress. Some of them actually had to start from the beginning, like this was obviously in the beginning. But of the 6 videos that I did not win, 2 of them I joined really late in progress, and I ended up managing to get myself into second place. And the other 4 I just happened to face someone that was a little bit better than me and beat me in some of those games. You know, what are you going to do? You're not going to win every single fucking match, regardless of how good you are and shit like that. And one of the things you guys will notice, I make a lot of stupid mistakes playing free-for-all and shit like that. You know, free-for-all is a different animal, and when I get into all these videos, we're going to talk a little bit more strategy up in this motherfucker, and we're going to talk about this ammo crate. I got to tell you, man, I didn't know about this fucking ammo crate right here. You see me pick up the Bulldog, and I was like, fuck, I don't want this gun. You know, I had that challenge where I had to land, I had to get the special weapon out of the ammo crate and shit like that. You know, the minigun. I had no idea what the hell it was talking about. This challenge came up with free-for-all, so I was like, oh, fuck it, you know, let me put the ammo crate down. I just thought the ammo crate, I basically always use it just to get myself more ammo. You know, I treated it like scavenger and shit like that. And right here I'm doing a little sound horn up in this motherfucker. So I had no idea that there was that special gun in there. And I was like, what the fuck, special gun? I was like, all right, so let me keep going after the gun and shit like that. When I got the Bulldog right there, I thought it replaced my Honey Badger. I had no idea it was in addition to my Honey Badger. So over time, I actually learned up in this motherfucker and shot my ass, so I had to sneak around that corner. No, but I had no idea that you actually get the Bulldog, or you get the second gun on top of your primary. So right there I had the Bulldog. I was like, fuck, I got rid of my Honey Badger. How do I get my Honey Badger back? I didn't realize that it was in my secondary, man. How the fuck did he hit me with that bullshit, man? Get the fuck out of here. So I didn't realize I actually still had the damn Honey Badger, and I was running around with the Bulldog. Anyway, that was some stupid shit that I did in this game. But like I was saying, all the games that I played, the 6 games that I didn't win, there were 4 games where somebody better actually beat me. Hey, look, it's gonna happen. I finished in second place in every single one of those games. Somebody beat me from the beginning. I finished, you know, whatever it was, 26, 27, 29 kills or whatever. Somebody managed to do a little bit better than me. There was this one fucking game, though, one guy who won, and I don't know if I'll post it up. I'll debate about whether I posted it up or not. No, but this one guy camped the whole fucking game on that roof on Tremor, and these idiots kept going back and getting killed by the motherfucker. So he got 30 kills. You know, he got his chopper or whatever the fuck. He had a dog on top of there. Every motherfucker kept going back in the same stupid ass direction, and every single one of them kept getting these fucking cheap deaths and basically gave him a free fucking win. I was like, man, this is so fucking stupid. I'm running around trying to get kills. This motherfucker camped his goddamn ass off, and sure enough, he's gonna be the one that wins this motherfucker, man. You guys are gonna notice later in this video, I do a little bit of camping. All of a sudden, you know, it was a close game. You guys are gonna notice it was a pretty close game all the way to the end, but all of a sudden, right at the end, I did a little bit of camping. I ain't gonna lie. I stood in a room for a little while. All of a sudden, I got a whole bunch of kills and shit like that. So I kept up that little, held up that spot in this motherfucker, but you guys will see that a little bit later. And you guys see, it's a close game. This one guy, we're gonna finish pretty close to score up in this motherfucker. But anyway, getting into this, like I said, there's gonna be 29 videos, or I had 29 videos planned out, but I think it's just way too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna pick some of the bigger win discrepancies that I had. In other words, you know, games I win 30-5. This one I believe I'm 30-7, 30-3, or shit like that. You know, if I won the game, let's say I got it all the way to the end and I went 29-12 or whatever, I'm not going to show that shit. I want to show games where I actually handed out major ass whoopings up in this motherfucker. So that's what I'm mainly going to do. I'm going to stick to the games that I did a whole lot of ass whooping. And my subscriber, who was obviously in the rooms with me, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get to post up all those games. So of the 29 games, I might post maybe 15 games or so. I don't know what it's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be all 29. They're going to be games where I joined in progress and I caught up to the winner, or I caught up to the first place and I actually passed them. They're going to be games where it was real close to the end. I have this other one where I think I stole like 2 maniacs or whatever the fuck it is. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of different videos. I'm going to have a whole bunch of different things, but it's not going to be every single free-for-all game. Now, speaking of which, I mentioned on Monday that I have a shitload of content coming. So obviously, on top of the Crossfire commentaries, on top of the goodbye PlayStation videos, on top of my regular Hipfire commentaries and regular oh my god, I got a whole bunch of shit that how the fuck did I not kill his ass? I got a whole bunch of shit coming out. So I'm probably going to be increasing my number of videos per week. Obviously, I did 3 videos this week, but I'm probably going to be increasing up to 5 videos in some weeks and shit like that. You know, we'll see what I do. I don't know how the hell it's going to work out and shit like that. But I will say this, I'm not going back to Ghost. It's just not happening. I can't play this fucking game anymore. You know, I tried to go back to it, but I just don't have the motivation. Like I said from the beginning, this was an average game. A lot of people say, oh, this is the worst Call of Duty ever made. This shit is so hard. It wasn't that bad. You guys got to realize, we played in a very non-laggy online environment. I don't know about the next-gen console. I know PC got fucked over. I feel bad for you guys. But obviously, for PlayStation 3, for Xbox 360, we had a pretty decent version of the server. It wasn't too fucking bad. This guy was, you see right here, this is what I was telling you about. I posted up for a minute. This whole section, these guys were like trying to get me and shit like that. Hey, tough shit, man. No, but like I said, I'm probably not going to be going back to this game. I got my fill of it. I tried going back. It just doesn't do it for me. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously, I still, like I mentioned, I still have plenty of content to post up. I didn't even see this motherfucker. I still have plenty of content to post up. I still have Destiny that's going to be coming out. Obviously, the beta's coming out in July and shit like that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going back to Ghost. You know, it was a free game. I got it for free. I'm not spending money on DLC. Not going to worry about spending too much money on this motherfucker. So all the content that I have is going to be all the content that I post up. I'm not going back to this bullshit, man. It wasn't that it was a bad game, like I've said from day one. It was an average game, but they improved the server. It's just that, you know, after a while, you just get bored of Call of Duty shit like that. Right, he was so fucking stupid. Obviously, he was shooting at something. I should have paid attention to what the fuck he was shooting at, but obviously he was shooting at that motherfucker, man. No, but obviously, I've had my fill of Call of Duty. I've had my fill of Ghost. And in future videos, I'm going to talk about the whole, you know, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and all that other bullshit. I'll tell you right now, I'm not buying that shit. Once I saw Invisibility, I was like, oh, hell no. But I'll get into a whole rant about that video one day, because this video is going to be coming to an end real soon. But anyway, as you guys can see, this is going to be the start of my free-for-all adventures and start of all the ass-kickings that I handed out up in this motherfucker. In this video, I believe, went 30-7 up in this bitch. And right here, the second place guy, he didn't really notice I had the Oracle. And he was bitching, man. Oh, man, I wish I would have captured that shit. He was bitching. He was like, you fucking hacker. How did you say I had an Oracle, motherfucker? You goddamn whining bitch, man. But anyway, that's the start of my free-for-all adventures. You guys are going to get to notice a whole bunch of videos up in this bitch, and it's going to be from all the time that I spend playing these Christmas noobs. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys starting next week with another series of Goodbye PlayStation 3.